Hi, everyone. My name is Brooklyn Dreer. I am a wellness dietitian at Tahoe Forest Hospital, and I am a co coordinator of the Harvest of the Month program, along with my other co coordinator, Mason Power. Thank you so much for volunteering for Harvest of the Month this year. This is our 18th year running this program, and we are thrilled to have your support. We know many of you have already participated in the Harvest of the Month, and we really do appreciate you taking the time to review this presentation. And we obviously appreciate your continued support and commitment to this program. Again, if you have done this program before, you may have seen a video similar to this that we did live last year. Please just take the time to review the whole thing again because some things have changed. For those of you who are volunteering for the first time, welcome. We're excited to have you join. If you haven't already, please complete the Google volunteer form by scanning the QR code in the corner of this first slide, or you can email us at communityhealth@tfhd.com with your name, email, and class that you're volunteering for. This will help us keep track of our volunteers and ensure you're added to our monthly Harvest of the Month content distribution list. As a reminder, we also want to remind you that we run the Be Fit program. So it stands for Be Fit in Tahoe. This program features activities created by our Tahoe Forest physical therapists and athletic trainers to focus on injury reduction. All of the activities are available on the same website as Harvest of the Month. If you're interested in volunteering for this program as well, please, again, email us at communityhealth@tfhd.com. So this is kind of our agenda for today. This presentation shouldn't take more than about 20 minutes. Our goal is to ensure that you understand your responsibilities for Harvest of the Month as well as ours. And as a reminder, our first tasting will be October 14th. We're going to cover the background and purpose of Harvest of the Month, this year's tasting calendar, our responsibilities as coordinators, your responsibilities as volunteers. And if you have any questions, again, email us at communityhealth@tfhd.com. Okay, so background of Harvest of the Month. Harvest of the Month was initially created by several California school districts as part of a broader nutrition education effort. The California Department of Public Health adopted Harvest of the Month and launched it statewide. And Harvest of the Month promotes connecting in the classroom, the cafeteria, garden, family, and community. So why Harvest of the Month? Well, healthy children make better learners. One of the main reasons we run Harvest of the Month is to help students perform better in school. Studies show that eating a diet rich in nutrients and foods like fruits and vegetables can lead to increased concentration, improved math, reading, writing, and overall higher test scores, decrease in disruptive behaviors, both in the classroom and at home. Harvest of the Month provides lessons and activities where students explore, taste, and learn about the importance of eating fruits and vegetables with their peers. It's a fun, social, and hands-on learning experience that kids look forward to each month. So this is our Harvest of the Month tasting calendar this year. There are 7 tastings. We do not have a tasting in December or obviously when school is out in the summer. Each week of Harvest of the Month, you'll pick up your provided produce in your designated pickup areas on Monday and do the tasting sometime between Tuesday and Friday that week. So as you can see from our schedule, October is going to be Asian pears. November will be sweet potatoes. Again, no tasting in December. January will be kiwis. February, bok choy. March will be Brussels sprouts, which we're really excited about. We haven't done that one yet. April will be radishes, and May will be cherries. Okay, so getting into the responsibilities of Tahoe Forest Hospital and us coordinators for Harvest of the Month. So we will order the produce and organize it for each classroom. Each classroom's bag will have a label and the teacher's name on it. After sorting the produce, we will deliver it to the school by 1 p.m. on Monday of the Harvest of the Month week. We'll send you 2 or 3 email reminders for this. The first email will be the week before Harvest of the Month with all educational materials and website links for each month. And then the second email will be sent to confirm that the produce has been delivered. So that'll be Monday of the tasting week. And then if your bag is still at school by Tuesday, we will send a third email reminder just to remind you to pick up your produce. If you haven't received any emails, we may have gotten like the wrong contact information or email. So if you notice it's nearing Harvest of the Month and you still haven't gotten any emails from communityhealth@tfhd.com, please email us so that we can update that. As coordinators, we're here to support you. If something goes wrong, like your bag isn't there, let us know. Sometimes bags get mixed up or someone grabs the wrong bag. It happens. But don't worry, we're here to help, and we'll get you your produce bag for tasting week. In addition, we do work with the school food service department to promote the monthly vegetable or fruit, and it'll be promoted in the cafeteria. Continuing with our responsibilities for coordinators, each month we provide printed education letters and classroom stickers. These will be available at your Harvest of the Month pickup location next to your produce bags. Please take one of each so everyone gets stickers this year. Very exciting. All other education resources are on our Harvest of the Month website. You can either scan the QR code on this slide, or there is the link at the bottom so that you can visit the Harvest of the Month website. Okay, now on to your responsibilities as volunteers. First step, if there are multiple volunteers for a classroom, you'll receive an email with all classroom volunteers, and you'll need to coordinate with them to decide who will handle which tastings for the tasting calendar year. Aim to finalize this by October 7th. So that's a week before the first Harvest of the Month tasting, which again is on October 14th. Step 2 will be to check with your teacher about any food allergies in the classroom. We will cover this in more detail in a later slide. Step 3 will be to coordinate a time with your teacher for the tasting and lesson. You may be able to do the tasting the following week, depending on the produce. So for example, sweet potatoes will last longer than say like Asian pears. Check your email frequently as this is our primary means of communication. Okay, so it's the week of Harvest of the Month. By now, you should have coordinated with your fellow volunteers in your classroom and confirmed a time with your teacher. You've also checked for any food allergies or intolerances in the classroom and received an email with the educational materials. The next step is to actually go pick up your produce. So again, for the first tasting, which will be on October 14th, it should be available by 1 p.m. that day. Your produce will be in a black Tahoe forest bag. You can see on the slide, we took a picture of it so you know exactly what you're looking for. The pickup locations are different for each school. Please review this slide and review your school's location. These locations are also on our website. So if you miss it on this slide, you can just go to our website. We have the same list on the website. Okay, so picked up your produce. You can either bring your own bag to put the produce in and leave the Tahoe Forest bag in one of the large tan canvas bags that we have, or you can take our Tahoe Forest bag home. Just please make sure to bring it back the following week, just so when we collect it on Monday, we have it for the next Harvest of the Month delivery. Okay, and then lastly, you're going to want to make sure you mark off your pickup. So either like check it off or initial that you did pick up your bag. And also please remember to take your educator packet and a sheet of stickers. Okay, so you picked up your produce, brought it home, and you're preparing for the tasting. Uh, Remember, it's super important to be mindful of, again, food allergies and intolerances that students may have. Again, it will be up to you to coordinate this with your teacher about any known food allergies for any of the students. Always, always, always read nutrition labels of any ingredients to be sure they don't contain an allergen that a student may have. Per FDA regulations, nutrition labels are required to state if a product contains or is made in a facility that contains any of the top 9 food allergens. This is on that wheel, but I'm going to list them for you, which are milk, eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, soy, fish, shellfish, and wheat. If for some reason you aren't totally sure on what to look for on a nutrition label, I did put an example on here. For example, it says contains wheat, but it is also made on shared equipment that also processes milk and soy. If you are still not sure or maybe uncomfortable and you want a refresher, you can go to this link, which the FDA provides, and it's a video on how to read a nutrition label for allergens. Okay, now that we've gone over avoiding food allergens, we're briefly going to discuss food preparation and safety. So first things first, wash your hands. Wash your hands with warm soapy water for at least 20 seconds, or you can sing happy birthday twice. And dry your hands with a clean disposable paper towel throughout the preparation process. This is to avoid transferring any bacteria that may be on your hand onto the food, which can reduce the risk of causing a foodborne or bacterial illness. Make sure to wash your produce as well before you peel or cut it. Even though the produce we provide is organic, it is still important to make sure to wash it properly to remove any dirt, bacteria, or other unwanted substances that may linger. Gently rub the produce while holding it under running water. You don't have to use soap or a produce wash. Use a clean vegetable brush to scrub firm produce such as melons, cucumbers, winter squashes, stuff like that. If there is damage or bruising on the fruit or vegetable, just make sure to cut away the damaged or bruised areas before prepping or eating. When cutting or prepping your produce, you should use a cutting board that is designated for produce. So in your kitchen, you should have 4 cutting boards, each assigned to different food groups. So one being produce, one being red meats, one being poultry, and one being fish, shellfish. Again, this is to reduce the risk of transferring bacteria onto other foods because these different food groups cook at different temperatures. So even though you think you may have sanitized or cleaned your cutting board very well, there's a chance that there is still lingering bacteria from a food previously on there, either on it or in like the knife marks that's made on the cutting board. So again, just to prevent foodborne illness, designate separate cutting boards for these 4 separate food groups. When cooking your produce, make sure to cook at the proper temperature as well as store at the proper temperature. So on the slide, you can see this is a food safety guide from the American Institute for Cancer Research. It is a great depiction of guidelines on how to clean, separate, cook, and chill different types of foods. Tastings can be as simple or complex as you wish. So again, this first harvest of the month tasting in October will be Asian pears. So you are more than welcome to just slice them up raw and hand them out. You can also make a more elaborate recipe if you want. Keep in mind that we do want to keep the tastings as healthy as possible and highlight the fruit or vegetable of the month. So please try to limit like added sugars, fats, salts, etc. Okay. So before heading into the classroom for the tasting, remember to review your education letter. There's a lot of good information on here about the fruit or vegetable of the month. There are tidbits, fun facts that sometimes it has like a recipe, so it's good to look at. A good idea is to highlight some key or interesting information about the fruit or vegetables so that you're prepared in the classroom. We will also put fun facts and recipes on the website. So if you do want to try and do something more elaborate and you're not really sure what or where to start, head on to our website. I did review all of the recipes, so they are dietitian approved. If you can, if you want, again, be as creative as you want with the education, but be mindful of age and learning levels of the children in your classroom. For example, you can talk about how different fruits and vegetables grow or the history of the plant, any fun facts. One year we had a parent use beets as painting in the classroom. Um, the education piece is really up to you, so make sure to have fun with it. Some months we may provide a book for younger classrooms featuring that fruit or vegetable. If we do, we will mention it in our monthly email and it will be available for pickup at the pickup location. Okay, so it's Harvest of the Month Tasting Day. Again, make sure to bring your tasting, education, and stickers to the classroom. Have the teacher determine the best seating arrangements for the students. Coordinate with the teacher, but ideally the lesson should be about 20 to 30 minutes. And most importantly, remember to have fun with this. The students love seeing you in the classroom. And this program really allows them to experience the fruit or vegetable that maybe they haven't tried before. Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure to email us at communityhealth@tfhd.com. Again, we do have the QR code for the Harvest of the Month website, so go ahead and scan that if you'd like to review that. As a side note, if you are part of King Beach Elementary and Mrs. Bossler, she has a Charlie cart to cook in the classroom. She encourages volunteers to use it for Harvest of the Month. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to reach out to her at P. Bosler, so P as in potato, B as in boy, OSSLER at ttusd.org. As a reminder, this training will be available on our website. So if you ever need to review it for a refresher, go for it. It'll be there recorded. If you have any other questions again, or maybe some creative ideas for Harvest of the Month, please email us again at communityhealth@tfhd.com. And thank you so much again for volunteering. We're so excited. We really, really love this program and appreciate your support and your time to volunteer for this. All right. Thanks. Have a nice day.